And by my stuff, I mean, welcome. And if you are, if you want to say hi and where you're from in the chat, also let us know if you're new to Zentangle or just new to us. We like to know that too. And if you are new to Zentangle and you came on Tough Tangle Tuesday, you are brave. This I think this one is more of a focus one, and but though sometimes that's plenty hard. Um, and so in a moment, I will put the link in the chat for it. I'm gonna get rid of some of this other stuff I don't need up, so I'm not flipping around things. Oh, and I found one for next time too. Oh my goodness.
Oh, thinking ahead.
I was debating, and I'm like, no, I wanted to do this one, and oh, here it is. And well, because I've seen several people using it-ish. This isn't like a tangulation on. Um, and so what I'm going to do for those that might be new and don't be afraid to just join in on the chat because we oh wait, let me see. In case others can't get on today, what? I missed something. Oh, going way back up. Oh, Eventbrite. Oh, that shouldn't be. I went and changed it last night. I was good and did that stuff early. All right, let me just pause for a second. And luckily, I do put on there, to go to my website if you have a problem. That I know is correct. And although I did do several things at the same time, and or, well, no, I think I was actually focused a bit, and just get that link. Although I don't know on Eventbrite, it seems like if you try to go in late, it prevents you. I don't prevent it.
What are you looking for?
I want to make sure that this link is correct, because hopefully people will jump back on. Oh yeah, Karen. Oh, you know what? It was wrong. I don't understand. All right, well, I'm putting it on there correct. Hopefully, no one else had an issue. Thank you, Donna, for bringing
Oh,
that up.
somebody had an issue you were taking
Yeah,
care of? Yeah. Okay.
yeah. And let me just check something else really quick. I don't like it when yeah, I was like, on purpose. I said, oh, let me go and make sure all of these are correct. Actually, it wasn't last night. It was the night before. That's what it was. And huh, let me just check. And then we'll get on with it for people watching the. Right. Oh, let me see. Yeah, let me. Um, I'm replying with no words except for just the code. And all right, sorry about that, but yeah, thanks again, Donna. Some days you do your best and it still doesn't work. We may have people joining us in a little late. Okay. Hopefully they're glued to their email. Alrighty. And okay, Tammy, yeah, I had apparently the code I put in was not the right one. And because a lot of times, especially if I have them recurring background stuff, I just have to go change the code. And so I do it, and then when I'm done, I'm like count. Okay, there's 4 places I go do that, and then okay, yeah, because say Facebook should have worked, everything. Okay, all right. So anyway, I have that fixed, and the people that emailed me, I just sent that out. So beautiful. Yeah, human error. Okay, so today, and as usual, you can work on whatever you want with whatever you want. And, we'll use the chat for questions and whatnot. If you need me to go back and, do something again, let me know on there. And we are going to do paradox reversed. And I had seen like a lot of paradox on our Tangle addicts, and it's really weird when I go look at my YouTube channel. They do like analytics and stuff, and I think it's interesting to see. It'll show like the last 28 days, what's the most popular, and for like the last I don't know how many months. And this is an old video because it was before I was putting the little front screen on, and it's been like number one for a while. I'm like, what is going on? Somehow Paradox has gotten, popular, again. But it's just weird because it was done so long ago, and it actually probably before I was doing the quickie videos, I might have to, I don't know, might have to do something. Double check that. All right, so let me share my screen and we'll talk through this and then we'll have fun. I guess since mine is up first, we'll do that. So starts off with regular paradox. Yeah, it should come with a warning. Um, and honestly, well, I'll let you decide for those that have done regular paradox. Let me know afterwards. If you think this one is easier or not. It honestly does not have to be done in a square. But I think that's what I'm going to do just because that's the way this is, and then maybe play with it later. So starting off, with paradox, the box is the outer shape. So whatever your outer shape is, it's all straight lines, right? So straight line from one corner, one side to across to whatever the other side is for you, at an angle. And then you turn your tile and you do the same thing, starting from that point and going up. And then you turn your tile again and you keep doing the same thing. Now, in normal paradox, we would just continue all the way around doing this same stroke and continue until it ends. And then and the paradox is you create this neat, what looks like a curved line with all of these straight lines. This one, we're going to go around once, and then see here in step 3, we go around the other way. So starting at this thick end, we're going to start there and make that straight line going the other direction and curving up. So as you can see, we leaves that gap there. I was almost thinking it was a tad easier because if I get lost, although I see I had goofed in the little end one that I did, but it's somewhat easier to see as long as you're like, okay, I'm going around 4 times and that's it, and then going around 4 times the other way, and just making sure that the wide end is opposite each time. So we'll try it. But here is this is the second link I put in. This is I didn't even say this is from Alselm Peter from Germany. And and here's a picture of the regular paradox. So, it creates this neat pattern that, has these curves in it. Like I said, so it's just a neat idea, kind of based on that. And then this one, it looks like he did, maybe, yeah, 4, together, just like what if we did paradox together, and then depending on which direction you do it, you come up with really neat, um, meta patterns. Yeah, exactly, Sandy. Yeah, we're at each square, and it might be better when we do it. We're going back around the other way, so that thick end is always going to be opposite, and I think it creates a neat kind of 3D effect. And so I'm thinking, after doing it, I'm gonna play off on that. So, and this is where I thought, oh, I think I will do I'll do separate colors for each one, and I have, or not each one, at least, what have I got? 4 colors here that I think will work. Oh, I have more than that. Okay. And then I was thinking, well, on the outside, I might do something else completely different. So I'm gonna make my box with a little room to play on the outside. Whether I do it here or not. Oh, mom's gonna get complicated. Hi, Andrea. All right.
I'm just working on the cover of one of the boxes, so I'm not losing
Nice.
anything. It's not. It's even a piece of scrap paper. It's not just a piece of paper.
All right, let's see. If I do, I'm going to do red next. So my outside square, that's step 1. Step 2, so I'm going to do this in red. So just, it's like pick a corner and go into the other corner, and you're doing a straight line still, but it's coming up at an angle. And then we're going to take that all the way around. And I'm okay, making sure I'm good in my camera here. And this, even the regular paradox, is one that it's like you just focus on that one line. And I always find, it's kind of like point A, point B. All right. So there is once around. Oh, well, Andrea, I had just fixed that, and I don't know if yours was one that I sent a reply email quickie with a code, without putting any words. Just like, oh no, you didn't get that one, but yeah. So I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. And if you need, I can put in those links again. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's really weird. Why it didn't apparently take. Heck, maybe I didn't click on something. And I guess you can kind of see the color. All right, so I'm going from red, and now I'm going to do green. So starting at this thick end, that's where I landed. I'm going to come the other way. Like
So
that.
you go back the same way you just came.
Exactly. And like I said, so it's that what was the thick edge here. So then when we come back, and we're yes, like I said, still doing the angle, and then just continue around that other direction. It's just the first one that you have to think about. Yeah. And then let's see how orange. Maybe I should use pink. That's a little darker. It yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's. I think in regular paradox, it's hard to lose your play harder because you're going in the same direction all the time. Because this one, it's like I can stop here as long as you do once around, then it's okay, because then it doesn't matter really where you left off, because it's like, oh, I see, I have here's the last thick end, so up here I'm going to go the opposite from there, and then just continue around. This one, what I found so far was just making sure that I was really looking at, okay, here's where I am. Oh, hi, Shulamit. Oh, dentist's waiting room. Oh, yeah, and then let's see. Really, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, does it matter where you start when you go all the way around? Maybe not. I'm gonna start over with black here, and it might not. It might or might not. I'll have to do one. I'll have to compare this to what I've already done. Where I did do it, continuous. What did I do that? I might only be seeing that it matters because I'm using colors, and so there's this extra bit of the one color. But if you're doing it all one color, I don't think it's going to matter. Like, and then look, I'm going to be just confused. What color did I use last? I'm almost going to. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still not sure. And it's. Oh, I'm back to black. Okay. I should have my little colors in order, so I don't have to think about it. That would be too easy. And then you just keep going until you want to stop, or until you don't have any more room. So Mom did it on a triangle.
I did. And then on these two, I'm doing regular paradox.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't look too different to me.
Yeah, so choppers. This is why I said, yeah. I mean, because it's like it's you probably get done. You maybe just would depend on how fancy you want to get afterwards. 'Cause like this one, it doesn't necessarily take a long time to do. It's
Makes you dizzy though, like somebody mentioned.
yeah,
Oh,
Leslie, I
and,
think.
and they hadn't even been drinking. Oh, and actually, I did the last one wrong. That I did. I have to start over.
Yep. Well, you have but you have one with the fan
Because I
shape.
wanted this fan shape on both ends.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't get it there. Well, that's
Right.
okay.
Right. And Rosie, if you're asking, yeah, Allie the Gator has a call at about 11:30, so she has to go. So that's why I was thinking, it's like, well, I think she could get done. But it's an interesting an interesting take. And when doing it all in one color is interesting because, well, I'm gonna find another tile. Put them all out of reach. Good thing I have a box. But I thought that this might help. At least, as long it looks like the colors kind of show up. At least they're a little bit different. For kind of putting it together. There were some other ones that we did that was it loop or something that was like, okay, that was helpful. Oh, okay, good, Zelda. But and like I said, and Rosie, you had been working on this one, and I think Joe, you had done some postings with regular paradox, and so my brain immediately went to, well, let's throw everybody for a loop because that's fun. I mean, it's Tough Tangle Tuesday for a reason. See, I'm going to do one all in black, and then, and that's so looking at, and I have to get Alselm's. I'm pronouncing it close. Right, it looks like, I mean, you could do shading, where kind of in the corner, sort of, but I had this notion. No, it's yeah, no. So when I was reading it, Linda says that she sent a letter saying addressing it to Peter, and Peter is the last name. Because I was thinking the same thing. There was this. It creates such a neat zigzag effect, and I thought, well, gosh, and that creates its own kind of, because of the nature of it, creates its own depth. And so I was thinking with shading. Whoops. I should mark where I started because I was just curious about that. Oh, I guess it was here. Let me do a little dot. Yeah, because in the Linda's writing, she yeah, because she addressed her email to Peter for something. It said he's even my German fellows are mixing up my first and my last name because Alselm is a very rare first name. Oh, see, that's a good idea, Joe. Yeah, I just want to say, so yeah, I put a little mark where I believe I started because I am just curious. If it matters. And you see, I hesitate. It's like, okay, am I going the right direction now? Yeah, exactly, Sandy. Exactly. I was like, he gets it a lot, poor guy. I knew of a person who had the same first and last name. Hi, so here. Well, let me put the links in again for ya. We're doing Paradox Reverse. And it's one of those, it doesn't necessarily take that long to do. Just a little bit more concentration. Yeah, this one, it was Russell. I'm like, oh my goodness.
We were watching some police show yesterday, and the one policeman's name was David St. David.
Oh, that's funny. I'm almost thinking it does matter which, starting at the same place. Let's see. Actually, okay. I think the true test will be if I turn it and I have the same. Well, maybe not. Oh no. Well, maybe I can compare it to the one with all the colors, but I think all the colors kind of can be distracting. So funny because I keep. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I just keep second guessing. Even when I know I started going in the right direction. Oh, there. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, well, wait, let's see.
Yay, I did it.
Oh, that looks really neat. That is neat. Oh, that's. Oh my gosh. Getting all of the names. Yeah, you're just kind of like, what are they thinking, right? Listen, unless it was like, a family thing or something. So here's what I'm seeing on this one. So I was careful to start it all, right here where I have the dot. And what I notice, especially like if I turn it upside down, I'm seeing like this zigzag as a path. And let's see, oh, Donna says I knew learning to count to 4 would come in handy one day. Yes.
Well, I had to count in threes
Yeah.
because I did mine on a triangle.
And I think, let's see. Didn't do it. Because this was my initial thought, and I seemed like Linda's for decorating. Excuse me. Oh, and she just did it top and bottom. Oh well, thank you, Shulamit. As if I know, right? Well, I was very careful on this one because I wanted to see if it mattered if you start always in the same place. But it's really hard to compare it to move them to the one I did with colors because the colors are a little distracting. And Okay, and so here is something else that's weird. I'm not going to fill it in, excuse me, until I do it. But so here, my eyeballs see this zigzag path, right?
Oh, yes, I see it.
See? And then, if I
Yes,
turn it this way,
you lose it.
and then if I turn it this way, which is upside down, it's not really there either.
It was real obvious, that first
But
one.
but this, yeah, and it's just like, when I turn it and it comes back, it's like boom, there it is. It's just odd. And like I said, so I don't know. And then, so if I'm looking at the one that I wasn't paying attention to. Wait, Leslie, who's Jerome? Is
That's
that a
like that
typo?
optical illusion thing they have on Facebook every once in a while. It's these paper plates,
Uh huh.
and they all look upside down until you find one that looks right side up, and then all of a sudden they all look right side up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And this one, yeah. So I'm getting it right here, but hmm, yeah, they're. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe there is no difference on depending on where you start. Oh, Jerome is Cherie. Okay, Mom, you're now Jerome. So, excuse me. Leslie was asking if you're using a marker or pencils for
Oh,
the colors that you're using. It spell check.
I'm using the Conti pastel chalks,
Oh,
right? Only because that's all I have handy right now.
actually, you do this. Well, I've already done it there, but
I
let me.
haven't unpacked my bag for what I took to the hospital waiting room, so
Oh,
yes. I have to figure out how I want to do this to emphasize what I want to emphasize. I cannot figure it out.
oh, this is what because I was starting. I was like, oh, I'll just fill that all in with gray, but then I decided not as it was going back. Oh, thank you, Shulamit. Today is a lucky day for my aunt and for everyone watching. That looks really, really neat, Mom. But so yeah, it's just so interesting turning it, yeah, just on the side, not getting it, even without shading it.
Except I'm losing all my lines with the chalk.
Oh,
I'm going to have to,
redefine them.
yeah.
That's interesting. And so, other ways we can have fun, of course, with this. I mean, besides just coloring them in and filling it in, because I was also picturing, and I think I will. I'm gonna do some orbs on the way up. I do think. I do believe. Yeah. So for those that have done both, sometime for yeah, I'm just curious your thoughts if this one is a little easier or a little more difficult, or if it's uh,
It's
challenging
just
just in a different way.
it's just different.
This one, I think the only thing that I really noticed was that I feel like I can take a break, as long as I've gone once around fully. Um, that I can do that. Hmm. Hmm. Why I needed to turn the tile to do these orbs in this direction, I have no idea. Didn't need to. Just silly. The silly is good. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, Escher-esque. Yep. Rosie says it makes you go dizzier. But usually when you reverse the dizzy, like when you spin in a chair, then it corrects it, right? I don't know. We'll have to ask Nathan that next time. Spinning in that chair. I don't think he's spun himself long enough to get dizzy though. Oh yeah, see, because my thought was to do looking at it from this perspective, and then putting orbs on the ones going up, because there's a number of ways you could do the same thing, like each round or something if you wanted to, or lots of options for turning it into a reticulate and decorating it. This too makes me think of that arm and arm book. I'll have to find one of the picture that represents this, and then I'll scan it or something and share it later. 'Cause he had many things in that book that was one thing inside of the same thing inside of something else, like the mirror and the mirror and the mirror. I just always was. I remember just being fascinated just looking at it. All right, let's see, and I've got. I can put one orb, two over here. Interesting. And those blend together so nice, or maybe just the vibrance of them, because they are a bit more vibrant than the generals. It seems those pencils you were working with, Mom. What a neat look. Let's see. Hmm. Picturing straight lines. just on one side, not just one. Maybe this one I'll do. So I was picturing doing ruffles on the outside of this just as a complete contrast. I might still. All right. Smushed this tip. It's looking thicker. You know, some days I can't. I'm either stop just shy of the line or I go over. Need to have more of those stop just right on it days.
You're in the zone.
I think so. I think we all are. Look at it. Everyone's all quiet. Oh, this I'm looking at the camera like, oh, this looks neat. Can't wait to see what everybody has done. Oh, 10-minute warning. Ah, so neat. All right, Pearl. I'm glad you joined us for this much. And if you want to pop me an email with what you did, add it to the recap. Well, I started getting caught up. I have some that are just waiting to go. So, oh, but wait, I missed a whole. That's why that looks funny. Roll because I was seeing it on the one, and then I just didn't go out the other direction. Yep. Ah. Ah. Sandy says your colors in your paradox are fantastic.
Thank you.
They are.
It looks better in the picture than it does in real life. Oh. But that's okay.
Those colors are all Sandy's fault.
It's all her fault.
Making us.
They have to sharpen a few of mine already.
Oh, wow. I almost did, yeah. Oh, the little bit that I was working on with mine, they're so soft. And then there's sometimes where you just want to have that nice edge, but
Yeah, this is looking much better redoing the lines, except that
yeah,
one that I missed up, but that's
we yeah
okay.
we didn't see that.
It just doesn't matter.
Right, exactly. Now I feel like I need to add something fancy in my. Oops. I was thinking too. I mean, because you could maybe put graphite. I mean, it's not. I don't know how you would do that exactly. My blank one. Yeah, because I mean the corners are so zigzaggy, but maybe you could, if you just wanted to, leave it blank and then shade in those corners. Oh, actually, because like I did the whole row. If you just shaded where they come together, I could do that on this one, even though I have all these colors. Let's do that. Like, yeah, just where they meet. And key is having a nice, being able to get in there with the tortillon.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah, sometimes you just have to decide, where am I going to do this?
Yeah,
And then just carry through.
right. And then just flip it, because it's like in regular paradox, you can almost follow that curve and shade. This one, yeah, is just different enough. Let's see what this. Oh, and doing it this way, you might get that zigzag effect, because I'm seeing it. No, it's still not the same. It's this one side. Yes, I thought I was seeing it on the other side, but I wasn't, because then when I flipped it over, or it's just the game that it's playing with our mind.
Your eyes play, yeah.
Yes. Bigger ones, it can kind of come out further. Hindsight. I get that one centered. So that one is neat too. Just it's interesting. I have to just decide what do I want to do with that in the back there. I think on this one, I'm just going to fill it in with heavy graphite. Not didn't want the, don't want the stark. black. I think maybe I'll do this. I don't know what I'm going to do in there. This one, Bob? Yes, I do. Karen bit off way more than she can finish. Well, that's okay. Then you just end up with homework. I should remember to say what sizes that we're working on, and and it does work, pretty well for the time. But then too, I mean, I've done it where I've gotten a little bit too fancy or something, and
Is this just an hour?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So we have 2-minute warning till we show our work. That is neat. It's super neat. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, I blew the chalk dust off and I must have swallowed some of it. I didn't mean to do that.
Donna says Jerome has resorted to chalk snorting.
And it isn't very good. It doesn't give you a good feeling at all. Makes you choke.
Oh, and Rosie said, yeah, easier to draw and harder to color. That's true. Yeah, hard. That's why hard to decide. Yeah, what do you want to do? And and the thing too is, we don't have to if we don't want to color. And um, yeah, cool. Well, it is time. So, whoops. Time. That makes me think of a song. Hi, Colette. Oh, nice. Ah, love that. Oh, these are great.
Oh my gosh, Dusty's. I mean,
Ah,
I have hard enough time drawing one, but then drawing some that disappear behind the others.
right?
Oh, oh, oh. Mm, mm, mm.
Ah, oh my gosh. Ah, Tony, I like your house. That's awesome. Oh, and Rosemary. Oh my goodness.
Wait, where's Andrea? She says she did hers totally wrong. I don't
Oh,
see
well,
it.
we want to see it.
There's no totally wrong. You just
Yeah,
invented a new tangle.
right. Okay. Oops. It looks like we've got. Have I got more than one page? I do believe I do. Oh, there's Andrea. It
Rosie
looks
has
neat.
to hold hers up a little higher. Yeah, up. Yeah, that's better.
So if this is everyone. All right. Hold. Oh, nope. Oh, out of order. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm back. Oh, no. It's good. Okay. Hold them steady. I don't know why this is. Oh,
How come Leslie
oh
has circles?
okay. All right. Hold them steady 1 second.
She has to explain herself.
As soon as she can put her hand down, right? All right. I
Oh,
got them
there's Amber.
all.
That's not totally wrong. That's,
Yeah.
well, even if it is, it's still beautiful.
Yes. All right. I got them all. Let me save before I get myself into trouble. And Tangle Tuesday. And I was smart enough to make a folder. And let's see, new. Oh, Zelda, that's what I did get yours. Did indeed. This will be AM2. Hi. Okay, so let me share my screen. I will turn off mine. And I'm going to share it in reverse order. That's what's up. Look at all those lines that Zelda did.
Oh my gosh. And Tony made a house out of hers.
His.
His? Oh, it's
Yeah,
Tony and he?
Tony he. Yeah.
Okay.
That is, what a neat idea. And Tammy, you got a lot of depth in there with that. It just
Yeah.
looks like you're looking down a hallway.
Oh, it does. It does. With
Yeah.
columns on this. Yep.
Yeah, I like Stas doing the 4. All right, let's go to the first one. Just gorgeous.
I can't see. Oh, yeah. That's little more, little more, little more. I can't see the names yet. Okay.
There we go. Gorgeous. And Devin was wait. Oh no, you did amazing there. It looks like it's sparkly pens with that amaze. I didn't. That's always the last one I think of because I don't I like what it looks like. I just don't like doing it as much. It's growing on me, but yeah,
Jen's is just the regular paradox, isn't it?
yep,
Yeah. Okay. We'll forgive you.
beautiful though.
This is gorgeous.
Hmm. Yeah, and Andrea saying,
Great.
yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing about this. There is no wrong. You just created something really cool, and that's and it's like it's okay.
I
And it's
like
Well,
the way.
I thought that I would do the same principle that you did with the square, but do with oval because Easter's on my mind, and I was wondering how
oh,
it look if I attached it to the wall in the four corners. So if you look at it, that's what I did. I attached to one corner, then to one side, and
Okay.
then to the other side, and so it went the same way as if you look at mine. But
mhm.
apparently, I'm not doing a very good job on shading yet. I was trying to
Oh,
show it up more. But that I actually did what you did, where I tacked to the top, to the left, to the right. With each one, as I got smaller, I attacked it to it the next wall over.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that now that you explained that.
Hmm.
Yes. But I can say that then all of a sudden the shading gets like,
Yeah.
but you did a good
Yeah,
job. You
you
did
know,
a good
shading
job.
is my weak point, right? But I'm trying to get better at it. It's hard.
Takes practice. That's
Yeah.
all. And Andrea's, like I said, even if it does look like she started doing it and then maybe lost some of it, but it's gorgeous as
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Karen's. I wanted to mention
Oh
Karen. Is there really supposed to be that many E's in her name?
no.
Sealer. I like the way she did uh, rectangles and stretched them
Yeah.
out. I mean,
Yeah.
that is really
Hmm.
neat.
And they're like the flux in the center.
Yes, add a little curves to all those straight lines. Are you planning to make ruffles by around yours, Heather?
Yep.
That's what you were going to do?
Yep.
Now, Felicity put flux around the outside too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, and I like Cassie's. I like that was on a black tile. But look at that shattuck on the sides, oh, and
Yeah, this.
Rosemary did it in a hexagon.
Wait, where? Oh, where? I gotta find her. Where?
Yeah, and I like Joe's
Oh,
colors.
yes, yes. Well, she basically did triangles that made
Yeah,
up a hexagon, but the other one is a box.
too. Yeah. Uh, so neat. And Rosie, nice job. I saw your paradox online, and I don't remember if I commented or not, but it was just gorgeous. And then yeah, and Sandy's, look at that shading.
Mm-hmm.
Just that makes it look like a whole different thing. That is so neat. And um oh, and I like what Sharon did, 'cause, and I didn't mention it at the beginning because like everybody does things a little bit differently, and you don't have to do a complete thing. You just play with it like Sharon did and experiment small, just kind of like your own little workbook.
Yeah.
And so neat. But I do like that. So it takes on two different looks. So one, it can look like a whole picture picture frame. Like that's what Felicity's makes me think of more. I think is because you see, it's they're all like they're boxes cocked differently, and then some of it
Right.
is the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, because in Felicity's it looks like that, a picture inside a picture inside a picture, and you see each separate one because of the
Mm-hmm.
patterns that she put in there.
Yes.
That's what makes it do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are all so neat.
Yeah, and Inez too.
I'm going
Inez
to do
did.
mine in a circle tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
and 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 Dee Dee is springing nice. Well, I'm trying to see what the one above. Oh, I see. Oh, you did
Oh,
try.
that one is like that complicated one that yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're
Yeah,
all so
wonderful.
neat. Uh,
Okay, well, I'm
good
going
job.
to sign off and I will see
Okay.
you tonight.
All right. See you tonight. Yeah. Say, I'll actually say bye to the recording.